Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Angela, Divine Feminine Earth Angel, and I've got to tell you, I'm excited to be on this platform finally. And so today, what I wanted to start this channel off with is, first of all, welcome to Twin Flame Cooking, Twin Flame Kitchen. And so how we're gonna cook things out today is we're gonna start off with um, something that occurred to me while I was sleeping last night. It's a message of love. Okay, that's what this channel is going to be cooking up. It's love in all facets of it. Okay, things that bring joy into and upliftment into our lives. And so, going back to my epiphany that I had last night when I woke up. It was in the middle of the night, and I started. It occurred to me. We always hear the phrase or the quote that God is love. But I woke up and I was thinking, you know, um, what about if we turn that around and realize that love is God? Okay. So, and I made a note of that. I woke up because I thought it was interesting. That's what we all aspire for. It's love. That is the ultimate. There is nothing better than to give and receive love. That is the highest value that we as humans we aspire to. And there's all kinds of other saying that love makes the world go round. Well, it does. God makes the world go round. So here's something that I put down on paper. I actually recorded it, but then this morning I wrote it down on paper. So let me read that to you real quick, okay? So I wrote down that love is God. To know God is to love. To love is to know God. Okay? And with that, I pray for every one of us to know love. I am love. I am, therefore, I am. It's magnificent. Okay? We are in a phase or in a particular situation right now in the whole universe where it's the first time that we are experiencing all the changes that are happening to us. A lot of it being spun on by technology. The world around us has changed. So, with that, it is so much more important today and necessary today that we embody love, that we start to grow in loving each other and taking care of one another because we're really going to need it. Take back to what happened in 2020, the COVID era. And even the skeptics, everybody had a certain level of heightened fear, concern, awareness that things were not what they used to be. And it was so much more important that we all were able to lean on one another. And that's when it started to occur to a lot of us that nothing can be greater than the power of love. That's when we saw people that we cared for, people that we care for, and people that we loved, we couldn't even be in touch with. And that's when we started appreciating love. And it gave us, most of us, an opportunity to sit back and reassess how we are really living our lives. Are we living our lives in joy, in love, or are we living our lives in fear and doubt and sadness? So, this channel, I want to embody love. I want to bring us messages of joy because we all need to support one another. We all need the support of each other. Okay? So, I'm going to pull today on this tarot deck that I have. I find it interesting, tarot. Yeah, but you have to discern. You have to use discernment when you listen to tarot. Basically, it says here, the tarot is a handbook to higher consciousness, a book of wisdom disguised as a pack of cards. It shines a clear light on even the most troubling, murky, or confusing situations. I thought it was interesting how it talks about how it is a handbook of higher consciousness. It's a book of wisdom. Who doesn't want to be smarter, right? And it shines a clear light on even the most troubling, murky, or confusing situations. So, one thing, when I talk about discernment, I say that because when it talks about shining a light, I believe it shines a light on something in us that we already are curious about, something that we probably already know. We have an intuition that's telling us. So it shines a light on it because perhaps we're not sure. And so when we have readers, pull a card that, whoa, it's it's very familiar to what we've already intuitively thought of. So it can serve as a confirmation. That's why readers will tell you take what fits in and leave what doesn't. You have to do that. Okay? So what I want to do is I want to pull a card. Earlier I did this. As I was prepping for this, I pulled a card, my first card. Okay? And do you know what I pulled? And I shuffled the deck. And I pulled the magician. And it blew my socks off. And I had no socks on, but it blew my socks off. Okay? Because do you know how long I have wanted to be here with you guys, to put my face, put my words out there to the collective, to the community. But I haven't done that up until now. So for me to pull the magician, it was a confirmation for me. Okay? Because as I went through it, I looked through the instruction cards because, like I said, I'm not a reader. Okay, but what it's talked about for the magician. First of all, early I looked at my notebook that I wrote months ago, and one of the notes that I put down, it's just the only note I made on that page was on the magician was that the magician is reminding you that after you take the leap of faith, right, that you can create whatever you want to create. That's what I wrote down. Okay. As I was trying to study it a little bit. And so I wrote that note that the magician tells you that after you've taken that leap of faith that we take as fools, okay? Like me, I'm acting as the fool today, taking this leap of faith. Put myself out there, create. The magician is telling us that we have all the tools that we need to be able to create the life or the lives that we desire. And that's what I am doing today. I'm creating a life that I desire. What is that? It's a life filled with joy, filled with love, filled with compassion, with kindness. Okay? It's Gandhi. I'm going to read you a quote from Gandhi. Now, everyone knows about the saying that that goes, be the change you want to see in the world. Okay? This is what Gandhi actually said when he made that quote. That's how the quote got interpreted as. But the original quote is this: we but mirror the world. Okay? All the tendencies present in the outer world are to be found in the world of our body. If we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. So if we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. As the man changes his own nature, so does the attitude of the world. So does the attitude of the world change towards him. This is the divine mystery supreme. A wonderful thing it is, and the source of our happiness. We need not wait to see what others do. That's that quote. Be the change you want to see. We need not wait to see what others do. We take the leap of faith as the fool begins his journey. We do so knowing, intuitively knowing that as above, so below. We have everything that we need to create all that we desire. Whether it is love that we desire, whether it is compassion, whether it is abundance of any type, whether it is our health, we have all the skills that we need. You know, another thing about the magician card is that it talks about confidence, it talks about skill, it talks about confidence. Okay? Here, this little pamphlet, the descriptive handbook, it talks about the magician. I'll show you what it looks like. This is the card I drew earlier. Okay? So the magician, it's about skill, diplomacy, address, subtlety. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Sickness, pain, loss, disaster, snares of the enemy, self confidence, will, and the current is a male. Okay? But it could be anyone. So, with that, it's not so much about the skills that we have. We have all the tools, we have it. Every single one of us, we have what it takes in us. But we have to walk in faith. We have to, that's where that self confidence comes in. We have to go forth knowing that even if we don't know anything about this journey, that as above, so below. There is nothing new under the sun, but we must be willing to be the change that we want to see in the world. We cannot walk in fear, no matter what the circumstances around us are, because we have the tools. If we embody love, there is nothing, there is nothing that can stop us. And that love, it begins with the love of the self. It begins with the love of the self. There is no greater love, there's no greater joy when you understand how significant, how important it is to practice self-love. To love yourself. Present yourself as you are. That's self-love. Be confident in who you are. That's self-love. Everyone else is looking for themselves. I'll tell you that. Everyone else. So then how can we base what we do for ourselves, what we do for others, on what someone else thinks of us? You are the magician. We are the magician. The magicians in our own lives. If we embody love, we can create it, even to our own amazement. Now, I wanted to pull a card today, but this magician is what came out earlier, so I wanted to just touch on that. Now, like I said, I'm not a reader. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to shuffle it, because I don't like when I see readers and they don't shuffle this card. It just give me the confidence knowing that whatever it is that the universe throws out, I'm okay with that. So I'm going to shuffle it. Okay, and we're going to split the deck. Okay, and we're going to take one. So we're going to take one more time. Okay. King of Pentacles. Hallelujah. Okay, I don't know what it is. I know Pentacles has to do with earthly possessions, I believe, right? So let's put that there, and let's look up the King of Pentacles. Is that a major arcana, or I don't know? Or is it a minor arcana? This is major arcana, so it's not a major arcana. So where is the minor arcana? Okay, here it is. King of Pentacles is on, perhaps it is. Oh. Oh, the cups. I see how this is organized. See, I haven't even gone through this. I see. It's got the cups, lesser arcanas, and then after the cups, the swords. Okay, we get in there, okay? And then the pentacles. Here we are. Okay? The King of Pentacles. And I'm not gonna edit this. We're just gonna keep going. Hey, listen, you guys, go ahead and start liking, subscribing, commenting. All right? Let's do that right now. King of Pentacles is on page 50, on this 48 and 50. Pentacles, King. Here we go. The figure calls for no special description. The face is rather dark, suggesting also courage, but somewhat lethargic in tendency. The bull's head should be noted as the recurring symbol of his throne. The sign of this suit is represented throughout as engraved or blazoned with the pentagram, typifying the correspondence of the four elements in the human nature and that by which they may be governed. Okay, you mentioned the four elements. Do you know what else has the four element in it? It's the magician. The magician embodies the four elements: the earth, fire, wind, and what else? That's it, air? Yeah. That's the magician card that I put earlier. Guys, this is totally confirmation, okay? That you are in the right place. Like and subscribe right now, okay? Awesome. I hope you're feeling this joy. I hope you're feeling this love that I'm feeling. So we pull the pentacle, what? King of Pentacle, right? So let's see what else it says. It says divination meaning, valor, realizing intelligence, business and normal intellectual aptitude, sometimes mathematical gift. I don't know who that's for. um, an attainment of an attainment of this kind, success in these paths. Okay, so that's what that says. I have another book here. Let me see if it gives us a little bit more um, clarity. Let's see if I can. Hopefully, this has the minor arcanas as well. Pentacles is on 52. Okay. So this video is gonna go so much longer than I thought. Let's see if we can wrap it up in under 30 minutes, guys. My first video is so long. So long. Okay. The pentacle suits represent our physical and material world. These are things we can see, touch, and feel. The pentacle card represents the earth element associated with the physical world, security, and abundance. The Ace of Pentacle, now we're not talking about it, looking at the Kings of Pentacle. It gives us a different pentacles, right? And so we get the King of Pentacle. King, eight. Come on, where's the king? I get minor, Page of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles represents success, material wealth, and earthly power. I wish you guys success, material wealth, and earthly power. Embody love, and everything else will be added onto you. Okay? Now, I'm not a tarot reader, but that's okay. I'm going to give you one quote by Sadhguru. Okay? I want you to know this. We're here. We have the tools that we need to do the work that we have to do. You have it within you. You have all the tools that you need. And don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Don't let yourself tell you otherwise. You have all the tools that you need. You are the magician. Be the magician in your own life. Now, Sadhguru has a quote. Sadhguru says, my life is not about predicting your future. It's about empowering you to create it. May you be empowered to create your life as you desire. Thank you for joining me today. It's an absolute joy, an absolute honor to have the chance to sit with you, talk with you. This went incredibly well. We are off to a great start, guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Be strong and of good courage. Okay? Philippians 4:13. You know what he says? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You got it. Until next time, this is Twin Flame Cooking, Twin Flame Kitchen. Join me next time. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you continue to watch and be inspired. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.